Yo, what it do, y'all? Welcome back to the Phantom Frequency channel where we break down everything in the multiverse of pop culture. And if you haven't joined us before, we get into all that good jazz. We do recaps for TV shows, talk about anime, manga. We have our whole music-focused podcast, Phantom FM, audio only. So make sure you hop on over wherever you get your podcasts and do all that. Click all the buttons below the video. It really does help the channel grow immensely, and we appreciate all of your support and love you have shown to the channel from the existence of it 2 years ago. We really appreciate each and every one of you, and if you haven't joined our awesome community today, all you got to do to change that is click subscribe down below, follow us on all the social medias and all that good jazz. But enough of the plugs. Y'all came here to watch the Marvel Studios' latest project, Secret Invasion, the first big Marvel TV show of Phase 5. I have been highly anticipating this one personally, getting that Winter Soldier vibe, bringing a little bit more of that grounded nature to the MCU. Now more than ever, I think it's very much needed. I personally did not love everything in Phase 4, but I definitely had a good time with it overall. And while it definitely is not the strongest phase we've had in the entire existence of the MCU, I do feel like people are having selective memory with the first couple phases. I do feel like, especially Phase 2, had a very, very rocky start with Iron Man 3 and Thor the Dark World. Usually considered some of the worst movies in the franchise of the Marvel Cinematic Universe anyway. So just throwing that out there, there's a lot of big things going on with Quantumania not performing and all the crazy controversy and back and forth is going on in the online community, in the film bubble, as we all, in this fandom bubble we all live in. But let's all try to keep some positivity, and let's just see what they got for us in this latest trailer. I'm hyped for a Samuel L. Jackson-led TV series, let alone in the MCU. So, with no further ado, let's get right into this bad boy.
Fury. Since you've been gone, things have gotten much worse.
I think that was the dude in Dungeons and Dragons. Haven't seen that, just from the trailer.
You're in no shape for this fight that lies before us, old friend.
Another old friend, huh? I wonder if we can actually trust this one. Damn, scrolls, baby. So we know that dude's role.
This is personal.
Very few of us know about the wars fought in the shadows that have raged on this planet. Do you feel responsible?
Wonder what wars she speaks of.
Where are the Avengers?
This
Good
war
question.
is one I have to fight. Alone.
You're the most wanted man on the planet.
You don't know what they have planned for you.
The great Nick Fury.
Hell?
One last fight.
Like how he's rocking the red beanie now. Huh. Alright. Alright. Pretty cool trailer, man. I'm definitely digging the tone. Like I mentioned earlier, that Winter Soldier vibe is definitely what a lot of us MCU fans have been craving and are wanted out of this one, and it looks like they're definitely doubling down on that. I love how it's just a heavy focus on Nick Fury, who's always been one of my favorite characters in the MCU. Of course, there's a bias there with Samuel L. Jackson being one of my favorite actors of all time, but I just absolutely love the character and the whole arc and journey that he's been on from the beginning of Phase 1 in that post-credit scene of Iron Man with the Avengers Initiative all the way till today in Phase 5. Very interesting journey. Can't wait to see what twists and turns they're going to take with the Skrulls, everything like that, because I think we got two different factions kind of going head-to-head here, with Talos being a part of the good Skrulls we saw in Captain Marvel and whatnot, and the bad Skrulls kind of coming up and they've been talking about all these wars going on in the shadows. One guess that I would put out there, some speculation type stuff, would maybe be the big old confrontation from the comics between the Kree and the Skrulls, something that has been alluded to in the MCU somewhat before. And the only Krees we've really gotten to know besides the ones in Captain Marvel was Ronan the Accuser himself in Guardians 1 and Captain Marvel. So it's going to be very interesting to see how much lore they tie in from the comics and how much they deviate from it, as they tend to do, blending it together with the MCU canon as we know it. But I really dug the trailer overall, like what Samuel L. Jackson's doing. Emilia Clarke's role, still not completely confirmed which side she'll be on, and I dig that going into this. I like how there's still a lot of air of mystery going into this overall series. And just going back here, just to make sure I didn't miss the overall release, I believe the release date is going to be June 21st, right? Wednesday, June 21st is when this thing is going to be dropping. So that's going to be really interesting to see. So it's going to be a little bit longer of a wait, but not too bad. And I'm definitely glad that the MCU is pumping the brakes a little bit, slowing their roll a bit, and focusing on quality over quantity, because I think that was always one of their strong suits in the past. It's something they've kind of gotten away from in Phase 4 with Bob Chapek being the guy that, or I think his name is Bob, but whatever, Chapek being the guy that was running Disney, being the new CEO or whatever, and now them getting Bob Iger back, who was there for pretty much the first, well, not the first phase really, but really Phase 2 and 3, and I think has been one of the better executives in the mainstream film world, if you will. So it's good, and I think he's one of the people that's been telling them to pump the brakes, so that way Kevin Feige can divide his attention to these projects and really give it the full TLC that he used to give to all the things, and make sure everything's tying together in a seamless fashion, and us as the audience get a more clear direction of where things are going and how things are going along. But I love all the fresh and creative risks that they took in Phase 4, so let's hope that rings true in Phase 5 with a little bit more consistent storytelling. But this show right here, Secret Invasion, looks like it's going to be the perfect blend of all the stuff that we come to know and love from the MCU, but something just a little bit different and a little more grounded, a little more relatable. But I want to know what you guys thought about all you guys, gals, everyone in between. What you thought about this trailer down below in those comments. We would love to get into a discussion with any and all of you. Let us know what you thought about it down below. Are you excited for this? Has the MCU started to lose you a bit after Endgame, where you kind of signed out anyway, or you like me, you'll take it as long as they're willing to put it out there for us, as long as we're getting something good, as long as we're getting something fun. I'm all for it. But let us know what you thought about it down below. We got some more trailer reactions coming at y'all this week. Into the Spider-Verse is dropping their next full-length trailer. We got Blue Beetle that's going to be up later today. We got Spider-Verse tomorrow. And there might be some other big trailers dropping this week. And we got some shorts we're going to probably do to get a little bit of the pop culture news that's been dropping lately. Scott Pilgrim, Tarantino, a lot of different stuff going down. So make sure you stay tuned and don't sleep on any of the dopeness we got going on here on the channel. And until we see you again, make sure you stay tuned, don't sleep, and much love.